Tell me about the Vienna. You just went to Vienna?
Yeah.
And that you said was the boylesque?
Yeah, so I went to the Vienna Boylesque Festival.
Can you explain what boylesque is?
Boylesque is burlesque with boys. Many boys don't even like that, distinction made. They're doing burlesque, and girls are doing burlesque. And also in burlesque, there are people who are not that keen on saying girl and boy. We're just all performing. But basically, there are boys who are doing some amazing stuff in the world of burlesque.
Do they do different type of dance move? Like, I'm trying to imagine, are they doing the gloves and things like that? What are they doing?
It really runs the gamut. Some of them...
do they twirl different things too?
Well, you can twirl lots of things. Some of them do tassel twirling. There's also assels. Girls or boys can do that. Assels obviously go on your ass.
And you just twirl it?
And
I haven't heard that one.
I'm not good with the assels at all, but when you see it done really well, it's super, super impressive.
It's one of those mind-blowing, you're like, how do they do that?
So, it runs the gamut with male performers. Some have acts that might be considered feminine. They might wear female clothes. They might not. They might be super, super masculine. They might do both. It's anything goes.
And
really.
was it different in Vienna? You were in a different country. Was the burlesque there a little bit different or the same?
Well, it was a collection of people from all around the world. I will say New York was representing quite a bit there, but there were people from Italy, France, Finland.
And how was the audience?
The audience was super enthusiastic. Obviously, people who had been to burlesque performances before, sophisticated and ready to have fun. And
in general, is there an audience etiquette that like if I were going to a burlesque show, is there an etiquette that the audience should follow?
I think it depends on the venue. You should appreciate, in most venues, the performer is more than happy to hear
so should
audience
you
reaction.
Like that
sure.
and clap, or do they sit there in silence and?
I think it really depends. There are some venues that are fancier, I suppose. They're not quite as casual, but in general, a burlesque dancer is interacting with the audience, and that kind of appreciation is welcome.
Should you tip a burlesque dancer at the end of the show, or do you throw money on the stage, or you wait till afterwards?
That also depends. There are some dancers there are some venues that I've seen where go-go dancing, there might be a burlesque dancer might go-go dance, and then she might do an act. She definitely gets tips for the go-go dancing. She might get tips during her act. Some burlesque dancers don't. Some venues will pass around a bucket for tips at the end of the night. It really varies, the etiquette for that.
Is it a faux pas to ask to take a picture with the performer at the end? Or are they just
Not at all.
I wouldn't?
Burlesque performers love pictures. But always ask, yes.
Okay. Is there anything you wouldn't perform in your dance as a burlesque dancer? Are there certain moves or certain things that you would just be like, it's okay, you do that, but that's not for me, I don't go?
Yes, there's tons of stuff it's not in my wheelhouse, I guess. I've seen some incredible things. I probably wouldn't put anything. I don't know, what can we say on this show? I have seen people put. I actually saw a routine where someone started out naked, took pieces of clothing out of their vagina, and then got dressed with them.
Oh my!
I probably wouldn't do that.
That
I don't
is
know
crazy.
If I'm actually, I've never tried it, and I won't be trying that. But I was very amazed, and so was everybody else, and that is a show.
How would you describe the New York burlesque scene? Is it like downtown, underground, out there?
It's super
Very
diverse.
vibrant? Okay.
It's very vibrant. It's super diverse. There are so many subgenre and of burlesque. There's classic, and there's a few places that people can sit down to a fancy dinner and see a very glamorous show. And then there are small clubs that are on the circuit. And there's crossover between all of these. There's nerdlesque, there's gorelesque, there's boylesque. Like I said, there are just so many different types of burlesque here.
Where can we see you perform?
Well, I'm working on my one-woman show with burlesque. So it's really a hybrid of burlesque and theater. I performed it last year a couple of times, and now I'm working on getting a tour together. It basically talks about making it in New York, kind of interspliced with these moments of glamour and burlesque, and talking about your fantasies versus reality, and how we sort of make these things come together and make our dreams happen.
So until we see you put your show on the road, are you playing in any clubs here, or can we find you on the weekend or weeknights?
You should follow me on Facebook, because I do.
I think we'll put some contact information at the end so people can find you.
And you'll any shows that I'm doing will be on my Facebook page. It's Ms. Minty Newport, burlesque superstar. If you put that in Facebook, you'll
pop
get
up?
me. Yes.
Because you have some really great glamorous shots on there. I love a lot of the pictures that you have. And I think, so that's great. Well, thank you for stopping by and telling us all about the world of burlesque and you. And hopefully we'll have some clips of you to share as well. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. It's a wrap.
Mm-hmm.